bus drove us 14 hours. 14 hours that night until early in the morning.
What happened was they had about several tens of thousands of refugees scattered in various camps along the Cambodian-Thai border. And the Thai government, for some reason, decided that it was going to push these people back to Cambodia. They were tired of them, whatever. They gathered together about 42,000 of them, took them to this temple on top of a mountain on the border called Pravahar, and pushed them down the cliff.
And when we got there, we don't know where we are. And they forced us out from the bus at gunpoint, and they told us where to go. And we found out that we are on top of the mountain called Pravahar Mountain.
Almost 4 decades later, I accompany my father and my uncle to visit what remains at the site of the Pravahar massacre.
It's very difficult to walk through here. We follow the track that everybody went. On the top of the mountain, the Thai soldiers told us that whatever we have, water, money, gold, water boat, just give it to them. And they say you're not going to need it down there. Just drop it in the bucket and give it to them. As you can see, the cliff is so steep down. And they keep gunning us down. We have no way to get down. We have to hold the wire to lower ourselves down, clip by clip.
When we helped the old people, they fell down and crashed into the branches. In agony, they dropped all the things they carried with them, and they abandoned a lot of their belongings there. That night, every 5 minutes, we heard boom, and everyone was crying. People appeared with blood all over their body, some of their eyeballs falling out, broken skulls, screaming, looking for their mother and father.
You know, I lived through the Khmer Rouge. I thought that was bad. But that night was the worst night of my life. Tuk, 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 tuk. And I hear the bullet go through my ear like right behind from my ears. And I saw a little girl in front of me. The bullet hit her head and she collapsed. I hold on to my mom's hand, and my thought was, at least we die together as a family. They want us to walk on those landmines, and then very few survive, and it would make a good lesson that we will never come back to Thailand. They want to kill as many refugees as they can. So walking 40,000 refugees through the deepest mountain with no water and with gun behind us, that's one way to kill people. And they don't have to open fire because the landmine will do the job.
The brush is so thick. We heard the planes, the sound of planes flying through. We thought someone come to help us. 43,000 refugees cry out for help. But no one come for us.
The border soldiers call it Ghost Mountain because they hear the cries of children at night. The soldiers say that there are lots of bodies down in that area where they can't bring us.
And the landmine is still there. That's why we can't get in there.
So you've been finding more and more of this stuff in the ground here. The clothes, the plates that we just saw, and then they pick up a few bones here and there.
This is a bone that one of the refugees died here.
There's no road going down. We throw our clothes first and then hold on to the vines. We're afraid to sleep at night, anywhere except on the tracks we're walking on. My in-law told us not to go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. If you move, a mine will explode. You poop there, you cook there, you sleep there. Everyone was falling. All of us fell to the ground. And then in a moment, I gained my consciousness. I saw blood on my hands. All here was broken, my right and my left.
This might be a blanket here. For the UN to give it to us. And sometimes they use that to cover the body because the body is always...
Yeah, they wrap the body.
They wrap the body and just let it sit and rot it.
When my wife and daughter died, I couldn't take the bodies with us because I was injured. I couldn't walk. My arm was hit by a landmine. My nephew carried me, put me on a rice bag hammock, carried me, and took a month with no food. At the place where my wife was struck by landmines, 14 people died.
The strong men that carried rice and carried supplies ran to seek water to cook rice and other things. Then the landmines exploded. And when it exploded, they all died. And the people that didn't have food ran to grab the bloody rice off of the dead bodies, just to have something to eat. They had to wash the blood off the rice and cook it.
Thousands of refugees passed through here. 13,000 lost their life. This is all they left behind.
Yeah.
I lived through Pol Pot for almost 4 years. I was detained, put in a concentrate camp, tortured. But to live through probably here for that 3 months' time is worse than you could even imagine. For 30-something years, I still have a nightmare night after night. Somehow that nightmare never go away. Just keep coming back. My father and I walked through the jungle for 3 months. When we got on a small city, I found my brother Chiu, and we settled down. And my father kept telling me that you have to leave and go back and escape again. I said, how could I escape again? I mean, after all we lived through and been through, my father said, you're still young. You still have opportunity. It's not safe to be here. And I say, what about you? He said, just leave. So I was very upset when he wanted me to leave him. And I left him without without saying goodbye to him.